It started with a laugh, hers, to be exact. Claire was sitting on the couch, phone in hand, giggling to herself late one evening. I was at the kitchen counter, working on some invoices from my construction business, when I caught the sound of a man's name slipping from her lips like a secret she thought I wouldn't hear. "Who's that?" I asked casually. She looked up, startled, then smiled. "Oh, just a coworker." "Relax, Dan, it's just flirting, not serious." The way she said it so easily, so lightly, should have been my first warning sign. But I brushed it off, thinking maybe I was just being paranoid. After all, we'd been together 7 years, married for 3. I thought we were solid. Over the next few weeks, though, her phone was always in her hand. She'd laugh at messages, turn the screen away when I walked by, and lock it the moment I came near. Her showers got longer. Her nights out with friends became more frequent. One Friday night, while she was getting ready for another girl's dinner, I noticed her reflection in the mirror, the new dress, the perfect makeup, the perfume she hadn't worn in months. "Since when do you get this dressed up for the girls?" I asked, half joking. She smiled faintly at the mirror. "You wouldn't understand," she said, and brushed past me. That night, I sat alone in the dark, my stomach twisted into knots I couldn't untie. Something inside me whispered that her flirting wasn't harmless anymore. But I didn't want to become that jealous husband who snoops through his wife's phone. So I waited. Watched. Observed every shift in her tone, every secretive smile, every late-night client call. Then one morning, while she was in the shower, her phone lit up on the dresser. A notification popped up, a small, pink heart icon beside the words "You have a new match." I froze. The app was called Lover. I'd never seen it before. My hands trembled as I unlocked her phone. The passcode hadn't changed yet, and what I found made my blood run cold. There were 3 dating apps, Lover, Spark, and Connect Me. Each one filled with messages, profiles, and men's photos. Her bio said things like married but missing the thrill, and looking for something exciting, no drama. My name wasn't anywhere near her world anymore. I scrolled further, her chat history was alive with flirtation. Compliments, emojis, even a few voice notes. One man had texted, "Can't wait to see you again Friday." Friday. The same girl's dinner night. My heart sank so deep it felt like it would never rise again. When she came out of the shower, towel wrapped around her, I was sitting on the edge of the bed, her phone in my hand. She froze mid-step. "Dan, what are you doing?" I looked up, my voice quiet but shaking. "So this is your version of just flirting?" Her eyes darted to the phone. "You went through my stuff?" "You lied," I snapped. "You've been meeting these men, haven't you?" She crossed her arms, defensive, her tone suddenly sharp. "You're overreacting. It's just attention, that's all. I wasn't going to sleep with anyone." "Then why meet them?" I asked, standing now, the anger rising. "Why create profiles pretending you're single? Why tell strangers about your marriage like it's a cage?" She looked away, her voice dropping. "Because I was lonely." That word hit harder than any insult. Lonely. In the same house as me, sharing the same bed, eating the same meals, and she'd still felt lonely. I wanted to ask what I'd done wrong, what had changed, but deep down, I knew she wasn't looking for answers. She was looking for excuses. "I just liked the feeling," she said after a pause. "The messages, the compliments. You stopped noticing me, Dan. You don't look at me the way you used to." My chest tightened. "So instead of talking to me, you went to strangers?" Tears welled in her eyes. "It wasn't serious," she whispered. "It was harmless fun, until you made it something else." That was it. The moment I realized she'd never understand. It wasn't about what she did online, it was the quiet betrayal of it all. The way she let other men fill the silence between us instead of fighting to fix what we had. I left the room without another word. I slept on the couch that night, staring at the ceiling, wondering how long she'd been lonely enough to replace our marriage with pixels and strangers' compliments. By morning, she was gone, her toothbrush, half her clothes, even the framed wedding photo from the hallway. There was a note on the kitchen counter. You made me feel small, Dan. You always worked, never noticed me. Maybe we both need to figure out who we are without each other. It was short. Cold. Final. For weeks, I couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. Every time my phone buzzed, I hoped it was her apologizing, saying she'd made a mistake. But it never came. Instead, I saw her profile on one of those apps again, now with new photos and new bio, recently single. Looking for something real this time. I didn't reach out. I deleted her number, her pictures, everything. I poured myself into work, therapy, and being a better version of the man she didn't want anymore. Months passed before she finally called. Her voice trembled on the other end. Dan, she said softly, I messed up. None of them meant anything. They just wanted me for a night. I miss us. I stayed quiet for a long time, then said calmly, you said it wasn't serious, and maybe you were right. Because I don't feel anything serious for you anymore. She cried, begged for another chance, but I ended the call and blocked her number. Because the truth was, her flirting might not have been serious to her, but it had killed everything serious in me. Sometimes betrayal doesn't come with lipstick on a collar or a stranger in your bed. Sometimes, it comes as a soft laugh over a phone, a secret app, and 3 simple words, not serious. But when love becomes a game, someone always loses. And this time, it wasn't me.